That static's probably from my hair. Probably. No, I don't know when we get a half AP Ember. We had one during anniversary stuff, so I reckon we won't get another one for a while. So, sucks. But then again, I guess you could argue that we're getting half AP class dailies, but they just released new class dailies here, so I guess that's their justification. As for a half AP Ember, I don't know. Do I look like I work for Aniplex to you? Well, maybe I do. Should have brought 2 AoEs actually. Bringing two single targets was not the plan here. Need to bring 2 AoEs. It's all berserkers, so they're all gonna die anyway. Half whale, $150 later. Our summer oratorio. Hey, better than none. Me calling the fence to win? Yeah, that's out here asking the real question. Should you have your grailed Summer Martha as your extra support slot, or just leave Jalter there and sit? I don't know. It's really up to you. The extra slot doesn't really matter as much, in my experience. Got Saber Mordor along the way, that's one hell of a spook. But, yeah, how should I put it? Am I muted? Is that why people are constantly saying that I'm silent? No, I'm not muted. Yeah, the extra slot, just put whoever in it. People rarely really look there anyway. Even during events, people don't really look there. So, just put whoever you want. Anyways, let's switch this to double AoE. I could actually round out Castley. I think she's almost spawned 10. She's almost there. Yeah, if it's like a month and a half away, yeah, it's about a month away. But it's still in September, which is next month, so. if you need embers, like Razor said, you might as well wait until the Earthfest and just wait for a lottery to come around, so you can just drown in fucking embers. Actually, fucking spit on my my phone. Holy shit! I don't think it actually hit my phone. Yeah, great. It's good to see you to put on Tom Lancer. LZO. Launch order. You have that Z all the way from Gouda. Let's see. I think my caster is actually legit stronger than my Summer Ska. Yeah. Not only does she have a higher attack rate, but her mana burst is a higher level. Level 9. Her buff is level 6. So yeah, I think Castle is legit stronger than she should be. So what I meant to do was I meant to fucking buffer her MP by casting her quick buff. Unfortunately, because I'm a dumbass, I didn't do that. Wasn't like strengthening you, damn it? I don't know. Do I look like fucking DW to you? Or do I look like fucking Anakin? Yeah, next up is Prism. That's correct. Or at least that's how it should be. Did she just insta-kill the Chimera? That might have been what just happened. I didn't see because I wasn't really paying attention. But did she just insta-kill that thing? I was about to say, like, yeah, I know Summer Skaha is like strong and all, at least for farming, but like pretty sure she can't do 61k. It's like just insta-kill. Cool. So maybe going to jail next summer or next banner. Just because you pull Ilya doesn't make you an automatic It's what you do afterwards that might qualify you as well. Is it worth it to grind for events outside of events? No, not really. Not to the average Geo player. Events are extremely cost efficient and time efficient. I'll give you an example. Ooh, a talent. So, like, let's take for example what I'm doing right now. I'm farming class dailies, right? Just to check them out, see how good the revamps are. So, yeah, a full day of doing this. I'll use the old revamped dailies as an example. So in a single day, let's say for example there wasn't any half AP going on, and I was farming Berserker daily, right? In one full day of Berserker daily farming, like I just constantly Rainbow Apple and just keep farming the entire fucking day. And, you know, take out time for, like, sleep, work, and stuff like that, right? Other than sleeping, work, and eating, and going to use the bathroom, whatever the fuck, if you want to get super specific. Like, every other waking minute, I'm farming this game. Or I'm farming Berserker Daily, the old one before they got revamped earlier, like 30 minutes ago. I've gotten at most around 31 talents in one full day of Berserker farming. Can you turn the music down? Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I don't know why people are saying F in chat, and I don't know why you are spamming numbers in my chat, so you can stop. Thank you very much. But in any case, where was I? Where did I leave off? So just using it as an example, the hey, Danny the Wanny, can you stop fucking posting numbers in my chat like a fucking dumbass? Thanks. Otherwise, that timeout that I gave you, it ain't gonna be a timeout. So many problems to fucking start out with. Anyways, the yeah. So the example that I was just giving you, I can farm I've farmed at most 31 talents in a single day, of berserker farming. That's my record, which is good. But this was before America came out, and before we had the 20% talent node that we have in the America chapter, in the America Singularity as a free quest. During that time, I could have gotten however many Berserker cookies and hero proofs or whatever the hell else materials I've managed to pick up during that time of like full Berserker daily farm. Hey Misaki, what's up? But that was without half AP. And I think I mentioned this before, but if I were to full degen farm like a full 40 AP class daily for the entire day that it's out, it can cost me upwards of 60 to even 70 cent quartz depending on how fast I'm doing it. So is it worth 60 to 70 Saint quartz or apples, whichever you're using, because if you're using for refills, Saint quartz and golden apples are pretty much the same. So is it really worth 60 or 70 golden apples to farm like only 30 talons and however many else berserker cookies when you could just do that during during events, like for example the summer event that just went away like 30 minutes ago, where each annihilation difficulty node had the chance to give you like multiple rare essential materials at once. Like for example, at jungle, you were able to get you had the chance, excuse me, of farming talons, archer cookies, and snake eyes on top of event currency that you could exchange for QP. Events are my point is that, just to answer your question, just for the sake of answering your question, no, it's not worth your time most of the time farming shit outside of events. Events are way too cost efficient, way too time efficient, and all that, whatever else adjective that involves efficient that you want to throw in there. So, the only reason why you would farm outside of events is if you want to gather, you know, certain essential materials that you desperately need to level up a servant, whether it be their skills or their ascension level. That's the only reason. And if you're going to do that, you better make and you don't want to like splurge too much. Like you don't want to burn too many rainbow apples or just regular apples, what have you. You better do your damn research and make sure you are farming the correct nodes that give you the highest chance of giving you whatever it is that you need. Because otherwise, it's very easy to just waste a lot of your resources, you know, time and saying quartz or apples, just, you know, farming something that you really didn't need to because, you know, maybe for example an event is coming right up. A perfect example, don't be farming feathers right now. If you guys are in need of any feathers, don't farm them right now. Don't farm them right now or for the next week or two until Prism Ilya comes out as in the event, because in that event we will get the best fucking node that the game's ever seen, I think, for feather drops, which there is a 30 AP node in that event where it's literally a 90% chance that you will get a feather drop each run, maybe even more. So yeah, if you didn't know that Prism Ilya had that kind of a node and you needed feathers, then you would try to be farming feathers at fucking Okeanos or whatever that has a 9% drop chance, when an event that's right around the corner has 10 times the drop chance as you would find at Okeanos. All of this is a really roundabout way of saying no, don't farm outside of events unless you really need to and unless you really want to, then in which case go ahead. Anyways, enough ranting. I don't even think I was ranting at all, but whatever. Really wish I could use Bryn. Unfortunately, Lancelot's health is just too high for us to reliably one turn the third wave, because we would need like a Buster chain towards the end. So we're gonna swap out Gonna swap out Bryn, as much as I would like to use her. Who's a strong 5-star single target that I have? And I don't want to use Tama Lancer just yet. Oh, Jalter. Of course. This is perfect for you. But in any case, yeah. Yeah, it's 30 AP. Hey, Tomacat, what's up? But yeah, it's 30 AP. There's literally a 30 AP Feather node, in the Prism Illy event that has a 90% drop chance. 90%. Which is fucking absurd. How many boxes are you planning to clear for Nerofest? As many as I possibly fucking can. I don't know what that number is, just as much as humanly possible. Another Chimera node? Or another Chimera? Let's try that. Does a 40 AP have a Lord chance or just less efficient? I actually don't know. Let me actually look that up for you. This is a good opportunity for me to do some research on my own as well. About the Prisma Ilia nodes, they don't have 40 APs. They only go up to 30, it seems like. So, it's not that 40 APs don't have a better node, they just don't exist. So, the nodes only go up to 30 AP. So, I guess that's a good thing. So, you made progress, that's good. Thanks for coming, Matt, by the way. How do you have the metaphor to grind this game non-stop? I just do. It's not something that, you can train to have it, but you kind of have to be like mentally geared for farming this hard to begin with. It's not like there's like any secret to it. Just try it out, see if it's for you. Can you sit your ass down and farm for fucking 8 to 16 hours a day? If so, then good on you, right? Guess we'll do a cluster chain. Lots of questions that I'm missing here in chat. I have a ton of you guys for a fucking late night stream. Surprised. How y'all doing? Also, I know I'm ignoring Twitch chat right now, so sorry Twitch chat. It's just I have a lot more questions being asked on the YouTube chat right now. How many radios does Artoria Lancer specifically have? She has a few. Not too many, but she does have a few. She should have another raid up actually relatively soon because there's a special raid up that's not tied to any event, but it's called the class. It's called the class raid up where it's kind of like the GSSR, except it's not a GSSR format, where they'll give us rate ups according to each class of servant, with all the servants who are either permanent gotcha or story locked are going to be available for summoning during this class specific rate up, and it should be pretty soon. I don't know when, but it should be pretty soon. Like maybe they'll give it to us as like a dead week kind of thing, like they're doing now with these half AP these half AP dailies. After Prism Ilia, I don't know. I know it's soon. I just don't know when it'll be. No, no, Asian. Herc doesn't get his animation update during Nearfest. He gets it during Agartha, which is next year, because it's an EOR chapter. For free to play, is it worth it to do every daily quest for mana prisms? Since you say you're a free to play, I assume you don't have very many mana prisms, or it's very hard for you to gather mana prisms, like compared to some other people, me. In which case, if you absolutely want a shop CE like Chaldea Lunchtime, personal lesson that's on sale right now, then yes, it is worth your time, because any amount of mana prisms is always important. Because think about it, you get there's 12 class dailies every day, right? And if you do every single one of them, which, you know, all the difficulties and all the different types of dailies, that's what, 30 mana prisms right there. Do you even have enough AP to do all of that? I don't even know. But if you can clear all the dailies, then that's 30 mana prisms right there every day that you could potentially get. Now, obviously, you can't do the class dailies every day, because maybe you want to spend your AP on other things like interludes, strengthening quests, and all that kind of stuff, right? So obviously, you can't clear out the dailies every single day. But you know, if you want more mana prisms, and then the class dailies are an easy way to get them. Just complete the dailies once, and you get your mana prisms. And like I said, it seems like a small amount at first, but you keep doing, like, you know, let's just say you do like 4 of them, right? You just do the Ember dailies. That's 10 mana prisms right there. You keep doing them every single day, and I know you can do those. You can do the class daily, or not the class daily, the Ember daily. You know, the sets of Ember dailies every day, right? You can clear those out on natural AP. I know that for sure. So you do that every day. That's 10 mana prisms every single day, and that just kind of adds up. Like, again, it doesn't sound like much now, but you know, you keep doing that for like a month, and suddenly, you know, that you have like 300 right there, and then, you know, you throw in mana prisms that you might have gotten from other places, and, you know, like, every little amount helps, even if it doesn't seem so at first. It's just put it that way. I know YouTube chat is probably backlogged. That's all fuck. Oh god. Oh yeah, YouTube chat is backlogged. That's all fuck. Mentally geared sounds like a Metal Gear. Alright, Scanner, how's it going, man? What does a Buster chain do? I assume people have already answered this, but to answer it again, a Buster chain is when you chain redundant 3 Buster cards together. It can be, you know, from a Noble Phantasm card, or just your command cards. If you have 3 command cards just from your normal deck, and they're not your Noble Phantasms, then each of those cards damage gets bumped up by around like 20 to 30%. It's actually quite significant. Buster chains are extremely powerful, because not only do Buster cards just inherently have a 50% damage buff because they're a Buster, but if you Buster chain them, their damage goes even further up by like an additional 20 or 30%. I don't know how much it is. It might even be another 50%, but that sounds too much. It sounds like too much. So I'm going to say it's around 20 to 30%. But in any case, yeah, that's what it does. It just boosts all your command card damages by another 20-30%, something like that. Anyways, blah 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 blah. Do you have a favorite Mystic Code in terms to use in terms of farming? No, not really. I use whatever I need to. Sometimes it depends on the servant, right? It depends on the servant. For example, I was using Bryn just the other before I switched over to Jalter. The reason why I was and for her, I was using the default Mystic Code because Bryn's first skill is Mana Burst Flame, and Mana Burst Flame gives her a split buff. It's a split buff, so it gives her a 25. It's like a 30% Mana Burst, or it's a 30% Buster buff, and a 20% NP buff, or it's something like that. I think it's actually weaker because she has like Mana Burst Flame B or something. So it's like 25% Buster and then 15% NP damage, or something like that. In any case, if you get since I ran the default Mystic Code with her because the default Mystic Code has the middle skill, this one right here, is a 50% attack buff. So if I were to give that to Bryn, all three buffs are different buff mods. So in this game, if you have different types of attack buffs, they stack what's called multiplicatively, which basically since math is not many people's strong suits, and it's not mine either. Long story short, if you have different Buster mods, like say for example on Bryn, a Buster buff, an MP buff, and an attack buff, just a base attack buff, those buffs will stack with each other much better than if all your attack buffs were just to be straight attack buffs. Like the Buster buff, MP buff, and attack buff will give you more damage than just three normal attack buffs just put together. So it depends. It depends. I usually try to bring Mystic Codes that will give the servants that I'm farming with a kind of buff that they can't give themselves. Or for some nodes, since some nodes are hard enough to the point where I need two servants to NP together, then sometimes I'll use Plug Suit, because Plug Suit is a 30% attack buff, but it casts it to the entire party. So if there are two servants who are throwing their MPs out there, that means that both of them will get the 30% attack buff. So it's roughly like a 60% attack buff, like put together, something like that, right? Like I said, it depends on the type of team that I'm using. So no, I don't have a favorite Mystic Code to farm with. I just use whatever I feel like will help me out, if that makes any sense. God, I really should start farming. That would be nice. And before we get kicked off Twitch, because I'm not part of using this as a Twitch channel. God damn it, Skaha! Why didn't you one-shot that last golem? You're killing me, Skaha. Alright, it's gonna. Yeah, you should probably head off to sleep if you're falling asleep. Or yeah, you should probably get to bed. How much damage is Skaha doing with her AoE? Let's find out. She is MP5 as you can see, but she is not FO'd. And no attack buff. This should wipe this current wave, but let's see how much damage she does. 112. So that's what? Around 38k per target. If she uses her if she uses her quick buff, I know it goes up to around high 130,000 or low 140,000. That I know for sure. Am I doing my math right? Not sure. I forgot that Casterless actually gains the double buff from Jalter. That's actually quite convenient. Got me farming now? My pleasure, I'll be here all week. Not bad without buff, yeah. Not bad at all. I was going to sleep, but I guess I'll stay a while. Hey, welcome to the stream. Don't worry, Maxari says I don't expect this to be a super long stream, so in any case, just hang out until you feel like going to bed. We're just here to chill and have a few drinks. I will on my end, and farm Drink, chill, farm. Sounds like a good try and oh shit! Before I forget, I should probably reset my support list back to normal because we don't have the event anymore. There we go. Actually, let me set up. Let me readjust my my support list now. Let's give the Olgacy back to Jalta. Let me see. Who do I need? Raiko doesn't really need. Actually, no. Wait, hold on. I have my quad K-scope set up now. Oh, what the hell do I need to care? LOL. Shaky, I guess. LOL. Omega LOL. Let's see. Should I put on Shaky? Shaky. I think my Saber can actually put out more damage than she can. Yeah, she should be able to. Yeah, let's just put it that way. Probably should have done that an hour ago. Awkward. Yeah. Alright, Laura, take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. Anyways, now that I've paid attention to a YouTube chat, a little bit less paid attention to a Twitch chat. Twitch chat, you dead? Have I ignored you too much? Did Senpai not notice you enough? Evening. Hey, what's up? Il Capel. Is that how you say it? Why are the drops so shit, bro? It's just class dailies, man. Class dailies don't really have great drops to begin with. Like, the only reason why you would farm class dailies is if you want cookies, and that's it. Because class dailies, more than any other free quest, is a great place to farm cookies. And by great, I mean you have a 20% chance on a 25% chance on average to pick up a cookie on 40 AP, which sucks. Might as well pick up cookies during events. So there really isn't much of a point in farming fucking class dailies, though. There really isn't. I'm just doing this because I'm a farming degenerate. It's really about it. My sabers. Who did you grail? I grailed Hercules and I grailed Media Lily. The two 5-star Tomos. How hard is Nero Fest? I mean, I don't think the farming is hard. But the challenge quests might be tougher because last year we didn't even have any challenge quests. I mean, we kind of did, but that was just a boss rush, and that was it. It wasn't really that tough. Some people had trouble with it because you had to fight Nero at the end, and she kept spamming Imperial Privilege. But that was... people like me didn't have any trouble. This time around, since they'll be giving us challenge quests, it should be a little bit tougher. But that's only if you go out of your way to do those challenge quests. I don't think the challenge quests are necessary to clear the event. They're just there if you want to try them. Actually, I think they give you a lore, so yeah, maybe you don't have a choice. Good luck! Oh, I'm gonna confuse you a hell of a lot whenever we talk about rainbow. I know that. I know that's gonna happen. Third year of is gonna be hard. That's a fucking year out, dude. You're worrying about fucking events that are a year out? Worry about the one that's coming up right now, right next month. The fuck? Found it kind of difficult just because the number. Well, yeah, naturally. If you were a free-to-play or a cheap-to-play back then, obviously you didn't have every single server at max level. I mean, I didn't either. I think I had waiver by that time, so. Actually, did I? No, I didn't even have waiver back then, so I guess I did. No, and I didn't have all the servers max level because that was the time when you couldn't even farm pages or whatever other shit that were London locked. Yeah, I made this break so people can finish up the JP summer grind. Omega lol. Now I legit wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. Legit wouldn't be surprised.
我が憎しみ、我が恨み、思い知ってもらいましょうか。ええ。
Actually, we should probably.
答えるわ。いっちゃう。痛々しく。
It's gonna be easy cause waiver. You talking about the third Hero Fest? Waiver, it doesn't solve everything. You do realize that, right? Wait, you don't. That's why you're saying that. It's gonna be. Oh, no, I already read that. Skill level priority on Herc. I would say level the first, the attack buff first, because that's his main source. That's his only attack buff. I mean, most servers only have one attack buff anyway, but level that anyway. Level that, and then his evade for lower cooldown, and then guts. But the attack buff first. You can honestly you can level either his evade or his guts, depending on which one you want when you pass it. But I think you should level his attack buff first. That's for sure. How do I prevent extreme farming from draining your sanity? Just increase your sanity resist. Easy, bro. Forehead. Just watch the stream to keep your sanity. Yeah, you keep your sanity by watching someone else lose theirs. Perfect logic. Was kind of expecting a berserker cookie, but I guess he dropped a crystal instead. Who can use crystals, by the way? Who was like even giving crystals to? Oh right, I was giving those to Spartacus, I think. Yeah. I guess I'll give those to him. That's my first crystal, by the way. Huh. Interesting. Did they gimp the crystal drop rate in this node now? Honestly, the Berserker dailies haven't changed at all. They haven't. They swapped around a few of the enemy mob spawns, but that's about it. You still get the gold golems. You still get the Chimera. You still get Lancelot as the final boss. The only difference that I've seen so far is that let's see, Shadow Vlad shows up instead of Shadow Caligula, but that's really about it. Ugh, these fucking hands, man. What happens when we give you when we pop Jalter's attack buff now? Yeah, we can do this. Let's try that. Let's see if we can't one-shot this wave even with this. Evidently, an attack buff, Jalter's attack buff is pretty nice. Evidently. This guy got so much damage. Yeah, they changed the background. Yeah, but it's just a cosmetic change. It's literally it. Like there's no in terms of like actual farming there. I don't think I'd see it. At least not. I might be blissfully unaware on who needs seeds. We just don't have the ones that need them. You eventually will. Let's just put it that way. You'll eventually come across someone who you realize needs seeds. There's a node in Okeanos. It's called Bountiful Seas. 30%. Which is actually pretty damn good. But in my experience of farming it, it's not. It doesn't really feel like 30%. But you can try it for yourself if you need them. A little power Omega. What's up, Caps Lock Man? You don't need to get Merlin as you already have an MP4 waiver. The MP level on your waiver is literally irrelevant to whether or not you need Merlin. You say that now, and then you'll pick a support Merlin when he comes out of curiosity, and you're gonna kick yourself over the fact that you didn't pick up Merlin when he was out. I know how this works. I know how this pans out, man. I've seen it before. Oh, I don't need waiver because I have a fucking max level MP5 waiver. Merlin comes out. Oh my god, why didn't I roll for Merlin? All right, Lancelin. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Did I see the new Nokia on us? No, but I know it's there. It's how you farm shells. The beauty of a game, having a game without PvP. Oh yeah, if this game had PvP, oh, people would be so fucking toxic. Oh my god. I mean, it's already toxic now with the fucking subreddit and other places that aren't so savory. But yeah, if it were PvP, oh my god, we would be constant. We would just be throwing toxic sludge at each other all fucking day. Hi, konnichiwa. It's nighttime here, so konbanwa. You only want one copy of every server. Yeah, that's why I told myself. How many sand cords did it take to MP5 Jalter? 1570. Oh, hey, Kinose. How's it going, man? Kinose, you're the same Kinose who's on my friends list, right? With the level 100 legend. You don't need him, but still want him. Yep. If it had PvP, it would go full waifu wars. With like Merlin and Waver in the backlines. Alright, that's good to know, guys. They already have the FGO arcade with Ultra Pay to Win, the Ultra Pay to Win route. Yeah, keep the degen PvP shit over on arcade. Keep it out of my FGO. Cap. You like cats? I like them. I just like animals in general. Just can't really keep them. Can I just keep using Nightingale and Waver and not use Merlin? I mean, sure. And ain't nobody forcing you to get Merlin. Use whatever you want, buddy. You finally got your second Siegfried? Oh boy, you finally got him. Just based on skills, who's a better friend point generator? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I would assume Merlin just because he's fucking broken, but Waver's still really good. Because let's face it, as broken as Waver is, or not Waver, Merlin is, he's not Waver. Merlin can't give somebody 50% MP charge. He can only give them 20. So, just keep that in mind. Let's... pop that buff now.
ちょっぴりはい本気だ影の国へ連れて行こうゲイボルクオルタナティブ
Jolter strong. Between the FGO and Content Collection arcade games, they both don't look very fun to play. They're actually made by the same company. I think Sega produces both of them. Like you might even have a hunch, but they look very similar, and that's for a reason. They're both produced by the same company slash dev team. Yeah, I don't know about the, from what little I've seen of the arcade gameplay, I don't really know how I feel about it either. Like, I would probably need to, get my hands on it and try it out before I make a solid opinion on it, but just initial impressions, like, yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to, like FGO battle mechanics, like, I don't know how you're supposed to, like, transition them into, like, an arena, like, battle, like kind of like almost MOBA-ish battle setting. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to do that. Like, I think it would be better if it were actually just a straight up MOBA instead. Like, it's kind of awkward. I would imagine it's kind of awkward. It would be kind of awkward using fucking command cards to attack. I don't know. It's odd. I find it rather odd. But oh well. I ain't judging until I actually do get my hands on it, which I don't know if I ever will. Isn't it like 3v3, something like that? I think you still do have six supports, because I know from the gameplay that I watched, servants went down, and then the servants who got killed, new ones spawned in after them. So it's still 3v3, but then you still have, it's still it's like 6v6, I guess, in total. I'm not sure. But again, I'm not gonna comment on a FGO arcade because I haven't played it, or hell, not even watched enough of it to really know what's going on. Jesus. I guess it's kind of bad not having bringing along fucking these two, huh? You know what? Fuck this shit. Hey, Grumpy Gold, how's it going? Yeah, I've seen a little bit about the arcade gameplay. Not enough. Because the videos of arcade cards, though. Yeah, because FGO and all that shit. Yeah, it's got the hype behind it. So people will pay top dollars for it. This is how it works, man. FGO is like the hot thing right now. Sort of like how Content Collection was like the hot thing like a couple of years ago. But, you know. They're going for the Gundam versus crowd. Oh god, the marketing strategies. The fucking marketing strategies. Jalden should just straight up one-shot both of them, or one-shot this entire lane. Have you tried Grand Blue Fantasy? Nope. I'm sure we're not sleeping tonight, short. It's a weekday, man. What are you talking about? We ain't sleeping. What's my favorite interlude quest by far? That's rather specific. I don't really know why you think I would have a favorite interlude quest, but the one with Lance Oratoria, that wasn't bad. When's my next quartz roll? Probably Ilia Banner. I don't know. Did you really need me to answer you that? That territory is low damage. Yeah, but she makes up for low damage with MP spam, or a 50% MP charge. It's pretty damn valuable. I don't really care how weak your attack is, unless your name is Spartacus. A 50% battery is pretty fucking good. And because Lance Artori is a 5-star, I don't need to worry about her being like ass tier trash, ass tier weak. She'll still be decently strong because she's a 5-star, so she's got the stats to back it up, and she's got a mana burst. So, you know, she might not hit like fucking Lancer Alter levels of damage, but 50% battery, I'll fucking take it. God damn it. Let's try this. Not sure if Jalter will be able to one-shot 8k gold by herself. 14 or 15k attack for the win, I guess. Gonna get all the servants. So far, has failed none. I got close a couple times. Got close. Getting all this service is too much of a goal compared to some others. Well, not only Razor, you have to understand, you probably do, but you have to understand that it's not, for me personally, it's not just getting all the servants, but also getting them all max level, max ascended, max bonded, and max skilled. MP levels are a little bit iffy, because I don't have fucking money burning, fucking shitting out my ass. Well, I wish that were the case, but that's clearly not when I don't have everything MP5. But yeah. Everything else I'm still doing. But yeah, for most that's not really the case though. I'm an outlier among outliers. See, is that gave traits like Dragon or Divine? Sees that gave traits? How does that make sense? Like, I know where you're trying to get at, but you're trying to are you talking about CEs that let people like apply like the dragon trait or the divine trait onto people like through like normal attacks? Because that would be super fucking broken. Because if that were the case, St. George, like, that's half of St. George's utility out the fucking window. If you had CEs that you could equip on people where it gave them the ability to fucking cast the dragon trait or whatever onto an enemy because of a CE, that'd be pretty fucking. Maybe it wouldn't be immediately broken, but that would make St. George like half as useful like instantly. So I don't know how much I feel about that. Is Casa Marie worth burning? You're a dolphin at Geo. For you, because I know that you're not quite bright. Yeah, you can burn Casa Marie because I doubt you'll know how to make her useful. So yeah, go ahead and burn her, because you won't make it. She's more useful to you as a rare mana prism than an actual servant, because you probably don't know how to use her. Knowing you. Should you use my rainbow apples now or save them for Prisma Cosplay? That's like literally a question that I get every single fucking time before going to an event. I don't know. Play the event. See if you need to. because you keep. So let me tell you this, man. Let me open your mind a little bit here. Every time you ask, is it worth using apples here? You're probably going to tell yourself, no, I'm going to save them for a better event. So the next event comes around, you're going to ask the exact same question. Is it worth spending apples here? You'll probably think no. No, because if the last event didn't convince you, what makes the next event convince you this time around? So you can keep saying that over and over and over until you have a fucking mountain of apples, and you look at it and think, so what am I really saving these for? Of course, that's probably not what's going to happen. You're going to spend them eventually, but you know. My point is, do some research on the Prismalia event, and see if it's worth farming, and see if it's worth spending your apples on it. I can tell you for a fact now, just to start you off, that Prismalia has a 90% chance of giving you feathers in this 130 AP node. So if you want feathers, and a 90% drop chance sounds pretty good to you, then probably should prepare to burn a couple of apples or eat a couple of apples farming that one node, right? What am I doing again? Ah, farming, right. I hope Shusho can take out 10k by herself. Something tells me that she can't, but hopefully that's not the case. Nope. God damn it, Skaha. Maybe I should phone her at some point. Is a 6 copy worth burning of what? Hey, another chimera.
それもいいな。影の国へ連れて行こう。ゲイボルクオルタナティブ。
Did she just insta-kill the chimera again? Is that a consistent insta-kill? Nah, probably not. I think I'm just getting lucky. Why does burning your 6 copy of 5-star hurt so much? Because you don't roll a lot of 5 stars, obviously. Maria Cass just kind of looks there and just stands there and looks cute. Yeah, hence why I told you, Emiya, to just burn her, because, yeah, you don't know how to make her useful. Get out of here, stay hydrated bot. Fucking hydration bot going ham in my chat again. Get out of here. The only events worth spending apples are lottery events. Not true. There are other events that aren't lotteries that are absolutely worth farming. Like, for example, summer event. But to your credit, it's only worth farming if you're prepared to go full degen on it. If not, probably not. Yeah, MP5 Ibaraki, but no Raiko. I mean, I guess, I mean, you know, you could be that one guy who MP5'd Raiko but didn't get any copies of Ibaraki when you wanted Ibaraki. You could be that guy, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. gonna actually just do
ちょ
this.
それもいいな
Maybe that's actually what you would prefer. I don't know. Probably.
影の国へ連れて行こう
There's this famous whale named Frank.
ゲイボルクを
Yes, I do, but not direct. There, people. I'm a part of this one Discord server, FGO Discord server, and yeah, a few people kept posting like some of his Facebook posts, and yeah, I guess I know him, not personally though. Honestly, I don't care to know him, but I guess people like that exist.
真っ赤なゼリーを分けてあげるメインディッシュね期待に応えるわ
Anyways.
はーいとってウサギみたいにバートリ
So
ハ
I
ロウ
didn't
ィ
try to
ン
do
LJ
Project
メト
Gold. So you're talking about JP summer event, are you? Or I think.
甘くディナー
Ooh,
タイ
double
ム
crit.
ね
I'm gonna have it. Okay, already. Rip no talent. Why are there so many Chimera spawns? Am I just getting lucky? Or did the Chimera spawn? Did they actually boost Chimera spawn rates with this?
さあどうださあどうだ
So yeah, Jalter's got a braid chain ready to go, so she just wrecked
全て
everybody.
のはい
Fal's been rated higher.
これはゾ
What,
ウ
on
に
the
よ
tier
って
list?
描
That's
かれ
good.
た我がラグロンドメットニュヘイ
Voice is not fun in the summer event. Not a lot of people were actually. It's not just him. I found, well, it's not I found, but I've noticed that a lot of people are not happy about the summer event because it's for good reason. It was annoying. Some events are grindy, but they're fun. Others, like this one, was not. Like it was grindy and not fun. And I couldn't understand why. The second part of the event, the bonus drops were fucking retarded. Like whoever designed the servant drop bonuses for part 2 of the summer event, like yeah, he needs to go drink a fucking bottle of bleach. He or whoever else worked with him. Who got buffed? Yeah, we know. Or I know. Getting any chimeras? Yeah, I got like 3 in the past like 30 minutes. Got a lot of Vlad. Well, he's a third wave spawn, so he and the chimera don't really have any relation. KNK was grindy but fun. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, grindy but fun because it was mission style and you had the whole KNK theme going on. So yeah, very fun. Hell yeah, we'll get a rerun. Who knows, man? This year we've had the reruns, right? Go West rerun, Saber Wars rerun. There's another one, KNK rerun. Now that Saber Wars and KNK have been rerun, anything's on the table pretty much, right? Like what makes it so that you know, you can rerun something like fucking KNK and not Prism and Ilya? But we'll see. Okay, the music is done. What else could we listen to? What shall we boop? Boop, boop, boop. Don't know what to listen to. Usually I have an idea of what I would like to listen to, except I guess I'm just farting at fucking 10:30 at night.
夜はまずこれからでしょ
報復の時は来たこれは憎悪によって磨かれた我がラグロンドメットニュヘイ
てウサギみたいにとバートリハロウィンエルテごちそうさま。次の夜までおやすみなさい。
Yeah, the servant bonuses for part 2 were garbage. Like, they didn't make any sense. Like, part 1 was fine. You could make you could go for drop efficiency very easily, and you could get away with it, even on the most difficult nodes. Alright, add me a Shiro. Yeah, do that. Ugh, I should have popped the prism. Got a Part 1, part 2 wasn't that bad. I mean, for people like you and me, it wasn't. But let me tell you, those servant drop bonuses were fucking ridiculous. Like, they did not make any sense. Who the fuck designed those? Fucking punch him in the face. Was it Shiokawa? I'll punch him in the face. What was the worst event we've ever had? I liked all the events. I guess you could argue that Moonfest was technically the worst event, because what people ended up doing was that they just farmed 5 AP all day. And that was really fucking tedious. Either that or Go West, but we had the rerun version of Go West, so NA has no excuse of complaining about Go West, because it was nowhere near as hard as it could have been. So I guess, objectively speaking, I guess it had to be Moonfest, but I can let that slide because Moonfest was like one of the very first events, not the first event ever. Whatever. What point do you consider someone to count a whale? Why is that important? You mentioned despair and referred to Tama as Junko sometimes when while you pulled, so am I a Danganronpa fan? No. I know about it. I haven't played it. Summer, whenever I call Tomo Summer Junko, that's a Toho project. Oh, you get Shinjuku next year. Early next year. People do know rerun Moonfest is better? No. Why would you expect that? Why would you expect anybody to know that, Ascendant? Like, what makes you think that's a reasonable expectation to have? Shinjuku is 9 to 10 months away. It's not that long. Just 9 to 10 months? You're telling me it comes out in like next year, May or June? No, it's not that long. Or it's not that far away. It comes out in like late January or February, sometime like that. It's early next year, or at least it should be. I think, if I'm getting my EOR chapters right. What am I farming for now? Nothing in particular. I'm just farming it because I'm like.
メインディッシュね高ぶるわ
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我がラグロンドメントニューヘイ
Where's this guy pulling that bow from? I think it's pretty much canon that servants can just dissipate and create their own weapons. Like if they have a signature weapon, they can just like fucking poof it out. Like I think most servants can do this. Not an expert on FGO lore, but pretty sure it's the case. Like how to save or pull out her fucking sword from nowhere. Something like that it is. Well, I pulled from Musashi saying that she would be my waifu if Tama wasn't a thing. Yeah, sure. Probably another MP5, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably go for like MP3 and then finish her off once she gets into the Shimosu or something like that. No plans so far. Second hurt. Congratulations. Now you can fucking raffle stomp Goetia.
この憎悪生半可なことでは収まらぬ
期待に応えるわ
どう
I try to amplify your near bride. This coming near fist. Yeah, that's a good idea. Saying that she's a single target. If you give her, she goes from, and when she goes from MP1 to MP2, she gets a huge damage boost. So definitely worth it, man. Even more so if she's white. She didn't need me to tell you that. So.
ちょっぴりいいぞ見せてやるとも影の国へ連れて行こうゲイボルクを追いかけろ
I didn't put on a
まだまだ勝てるなよ
I can rejoin the Tomo fan club. Now they last minute pulled Tomo Lancer. Good job, man. Snatched Tomo Lancer from the jaws of no rate up hell. Imagine the riot if NA skipped EOR. If we skipped any major event, Reddit will literally explode. Like imagine what they're doing now. And then just multiplying that like by 100-fold. They would literally riot, like literally. Why would there be a riot in NA if NA skipped the EOR? Are you saying, John Balkan, are you implying that it's okay for us to skip EOR? Are you fucking kidding me? Still can't believe Hurt Go solo Goetia at 1.5 million health. At the time, when I first watched that video, I thought it was pretty fucking amazing too, but now that I understand this game a little bit more, it's actually, yeah, it's actually very easy to see how he was able to, one-shot or solo him. It's actually, there are many reasons for it, and yeah. If you know how this game works, then it's rather easy peasy lemon squeezy. probably burn some of these clocks in my fucking inventory. What was that I just saw? Let's see. Skipping an event in exchange for an NA exclusive event? I don't agree with that. Like, why? And for what kind of exclusive event? Like, even if I don't know if any amount of exclusivity will be able to make up for any single skipped event, unless you're talking about a rerun. Like, maybe we can skip over like a rerun event. But it better be an event that doesn't hand out a welfare servant, like for example like Moonfest or Go West or some shit like that. We ain't skipping any event that gives you a welfare, no sir. Even something like Saber Wars where they give you fucking Saber Lily, one of the worst welfares in the game. Even I don't agree with skipping Saber Wars either. Just skipping an event just for the sake of giving NA an exclusive event, I don't agree with that. Like, why? Well, what's the point of that? Just because we can say, oh, we got something JP didn't. No, that's fucking dumb. You're just trying to be a nitpicky little bitch at that point. So no, I disagree. We shouldn't skip it. Just for the sake of exclusivity. They should stop artificially slowing down NA. Digichu, how are they artificially slowing down NA? Please explain to me. Why you think they're fucking why you think they're slowing it down, or how you think they're slowing it down? I would like an explanation. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that that's just a baseless accusation. You're just bitching for the sake of bitching. Take over NA headquarters. LOL. Yeah, my Tama Lance is MP5 Apple. We just want breaks. Here's your break right now. Here, you've got a week to do nothing. Unless you need cookies, in which, well, no break for you. Did that Digichu guy ever respond again? I don't think he did. So I'm just gonna assume that he was just bitching for the sake of bitching, artificially slowing NA down. Yeah, when we're like a month or at least a couple of weeks ahead of the JP in terms of like strict calendar setting. I don't know how we're being slowed down. He's probably looking at fucking the Korean survey and like, oh my god, NA's being slowed down. NA got Thanksgiving, that was like an NA only thing. Yeah, but we got that at a cost. We got that at a cost. Because we got Thanksgiving, which is fine, because they gave us an additional, yeah, step on the over words, an additional Kintoki and Golden Band, or Kintoki and Gil Band, which is always nice, you know. More chances to get Gil, more chances to get Golden, bro. I'm down with that. The problem is that they scuffed New Year's. They scuffed New Year's GSSR, so our GSSR didn't have Mordred or Jack when there should have been Mordred and Jack. Instead, we had Okita or whoever else as our as part of the GSSR. Which, you know, maybe that worked in your favor, maybe not. But for the most part, I didn't agree with them scuffing Thanksgiving for the sake of fucking what is it? For the sake of, what am I trying to say here? For the sake of, you know, giving us Thanksgiving and an exclusive event. What, really? Like, we're operating off the basis that we're supposed to have as authentic of an experience as JP, which clearly is no longer the case anymore. But I don't know. I still have very mixed feelings about that whole Thanksgiving debacle. So I don't know. Still don't feel so good about that. I don't feel so good. It was just Jack and Mordred. I know it was just Jack and Mordred. I already said Razor. It's just some people that actually worked out in their favor. However, on principle, I'm still not very pleased that they did that. Because if they can scuff that, what else are they gonna scuff? Like, it's about the precedent. If they can scuff, you know, first New Year's GSSR, then they have the excuse to scuff something else. And maybe this time it's not so bad because it's just Jack and Mordred. But you know, what if they scuff something else and something else that's much bigger and much more impactful? I don't know. It's makes me a little bit nervous. Just a little bit. They scuff free quartz as is. Well, it's for a reason, but no one's gonna listen. Chat wanted to speed through EOR to catch up or to be unique. I don't give a I don't know. The chat doesn't even know what they want. They think they do, but they really don't. It's being a little bit paranoid. Yes, admittedly, but a little bit of paranoia is at least healthy. It's much better than blind faith in Aniplex. Being on your guard is better than having your guard down. Black Friday, free quartz. I just want waifu titties. Same, to be honest. Same. Hope the Jack Mordred thing doesn't happen this Thanksgiving. Yeah. What if they come back again and scuff us again by giving us Thanksgiving 2.0, and they scuff the GSSR for that one, so we won't get Quetzalcoatl or the second guy you mentioned, Enkidu. Like, what if they screw us out of having those two in the GSSR? Then people are like gonna be like, wait a minute, hold up. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'll be the same as last year, where some people complained, but overall it wasn't a big enough of an issue. Maybe. I mean, it's one mistake, it happens. Among how many again? Yeah, one mistake. Okay. And what, Razor? Can you explain to me what's with Aniplex and their fucking circle jerk over delaying shit until anime conventions to announce their shit? You've gone to fucking Akon, right? You should know something a little bit about this. I wasn't able to ask Albert about shit at Anime Expo when I tried. So rip me, I guess. Surprisingly, they didn't do that shit for that summer event. Thank God. On the topic of Thanksgiving, who do you think would be the rave? I don't fucking know. Like, it was easy to gauge for last year because we knew Skaha was supposed to get a banner at some point, so it made sense to make her the Thanksgiving exclusive, I guess. Maybe this time around they'll use like one of the I could see them using the Jalter solo raid up and Amakusa solo raid up as like the Thanksgiving special, because later on this year, if we follow JP timeline, we're supposed to get Jalter and Amakusa on solo rated. Like they just have a solo rated on their own, like just because. Like no event, just a band. Like I think it's like a part of like a download milestone achievement. So they just like hey, we'll just bring Dalton back on rated. Why not? I could see them doing something like that. Like I think Altera, Amakusa, Jalter all have their own solo raid-ups for some reason. So they could have put all of them together and be like, hey, it's a Thanksgiving special. We're having Altera, Amakusa, and Jalter on a rotation raid-up. So have at it, boys. Some shit like that. The Thanksgiving 2.0. I mean, it's up to them to decide how to present the next event. It's their game. Yeah, but waiting until 3 days before the event comes out to announce it, all for a fucking convention, is kind of fucking dumb. Just, maybe I have the Farmville bias in me right now, but I still think it's dumb. I would still think it's dumb even if I wasn't being influenced by Farmville. Like, that's not cool. Hey guys, especially when it's one of the most anticipated events of the year, too, or at least that half of the year. Fucking wait until like the weekend before Da Vinci event starts to announce the Da Vinci. Whose fucking bright idea was that? Whole point of the surprise factor is to get the people to spend the money. But think about it, Razor. I thought you... I'm not gonna say that. But think about it, Razor. The people who spend more, I would say, just wild guess. I have no basis for this, but wild guess. I would say that, on average, the people who spend money on this game are the people who know about the game. Like JP, they do their research and look ahead of time to see who the to see which events are coming up or on the come up. So basically, the people who either play JP or know about it, like you and me. So we're the people that are putting in most, if not like the majority. I don't know how much this majority of the revenue we're talking about here, because I'm not fucking Netflix. But I would say, just my own personal speculation, that people like you and me, the people who know about JPFGO, know about the future of the game, is we're the people who put in the money. The people who don't know about this game, they just kind of picked up because it's Fate, Well, the people who have no idea what JPFGO is, or maybe they're just playing casually, they're not the people putting in the money. We are. So for them to announce something like the Da Vinci event 3 days before the for the event, when all we want is just a confirmation so we can prepare, yeah, that's dumb. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know. That just kind of rubs me personally the wrong way. Now they haven't been doing that for all the events, admittedly, thank God. And they didn't do that with the summer event, again, thank God. But if they go back to doing that shit, then is my OBS frozen again? God, I hate OBS. Or maybe I should hate my computer for being... Yeah, look how long it takes for me to unmute and mute my mic. Jesus, that took like 5-6 seconds for my my unmute button to go off. I mean, JP Summer is the exact same way, literally. You're comparing Razor. I thought, okay, this is where I can literally say this. I thought you're smarter than this, Razor. Like, come on. you're comparing JPFGO to NAFGO. Like, really, dude? Like, I understand the point you're trying to make, but like, the thing with JPFGO, they don't know what's coming. Like, certain events, like, of course, like, to your credit, things like summer, things like Neurofest, things like Christmas, like, those are staple events of FGO by this point, so you can reasonably expect them, true. But even then, they're new events. They're still brand new spanking events. So I don't like how you're comparing JPFGO to NAFGO, because unlike JP, we already know what's coming. All we want, the people who spend money on this game, all we want is just an official confirmation. That's all we want. And it would be nice if we got that, you know, like, let's say, at least a week beforehand, so we know what to do, and we know how to prepare to go to Slick Deals or whatever, load up our accounts with Saint Quartz, so when the event drops, boom, we just go straight into it, farm the event, boom, 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 everything's done, we do everything how we want, you know, all fine and dandy. You know, if the event, like what they did with Da Vinci, if they announced the event like fucking 3 days beforehand, you know, it's not really a lot of time. Not everybody can just be like, oh shit, event in 3 days, boom, an instant 2,000 Saint Quartz on the account. Like, not everybody can do that, or not all whales can do that. Like, some whales need some time, you know. Maybe they get their shit from you know, Slick Deals or whatever else, a site that gives them discounts on you know, iTunes deals or whatever, like, or Android Google Play deals if those even exist. So yeah, it's like, yeah, that and comparing JPFGO to NFGO, just, I don't know, man. I don't know why you're doing that. Like, I understand the point. I understand the point you're trying to get across, but I honestly don't think it applies. I just don't think it does. Doesn't really make much sense. And I base that on the fact that we know what's coming, JP doesn't. And again, even though, you know, you can reasonably expect things like summer event, Christmas event, Neurofest, some of the staple events, even then, you don't really know what's coming. Like, did anyone expect Jalter welfare? Or Jalter to be the fucking 4-star welfare? No, not really. Not even the leak. Not even the Chinese leak that tried to predict the new summer events got that right. They thought Ereshkigal was going to be a 5-star caster. No Ereshkigal to be in sight, so... And also, you're talking about a server where a lot of the player base, a ton of people are willing to just drop mad cash on the game. NA is just not the same. The people who drop mad cash on the game for NAMGO are people like me and you. People who know about the game and have prepared beforehand. Or are preparing beforehand. JP, you got a ton of people who are already preloaded with their account. Or preloaded their accounts with fucking Saint Quartz. Out the ass. Ready to roll. Because it's FGO. NAFGO just doesn't have the same, it's just not the same. It's not like that. Anyways, enough about that. I'm done roasting. Who am I kidding? But no, seriously. Enough of that topic. I think I've already made my point clear. Why did I just start with the Liz's arts card? Yeah, like saying Have I seen the video with Nightingale soloing Gorgon? No, I haven't. That sounds like a very interesting solo. Not many people solo with Nightingale. I can see that happening though, if she has her interlude buff, where she gets the attack down and the MP damage down. Yeah, I can see that happening. I don't know if... No, she should have her humanoid buff against Gorgon, right? Because Gorgon's technically humanoid, I guess. I think. So I can see Nightingale soloing Gorgon. Depends on how much HP Gorgon has, though. Either way, that's a solo video that I wouldn't mind watching. Who pinged me on fucking NH? What the fuck? Someone's saying on stream. Thanks for the shout out. OBS crashing. Is my OBS really crashing? Oh god. I really hope it isn't. My OBS is just really slow, but that's all. I think that's because it's not because of OBS's fault. I think it's because my computer just a piece of shit. Because my processor is ass. So, pretty sure OBS relies on a good processor. Right? Pretty sure. I'm not really sure how streaming softwares work. Hey Lars Renard, how's it going, man? I literally just saw your message coming. Don't think NA is losing money. Nah, it's not losing money. It might not, admittedly, it might not be generating as much of a profit as fucking JPFGO, but to be honest, that's a little bit of an unfair comparison. But, it's doing well for itself. Don't worry about it financially. It's got enough hype behind it as a fake IP. It'll hold itself. Going to play Azrael on Thursday. Does it come out on Thursday? Hope you have fun with it. Kind of wish I could play, but yeah, can't. Too many XP cards? Yeah, I should farm some. FGO NA is not losing money, nor is it gonna die at all. Yeah, no, it's not. And if I recall correctly, Aniplex is on record for saying that, who is it? Delightworks is perfectly willing to operate the NA server on, or the global server, as it's called now, on a profit loss. Just for the sake of spreading Fate. Like their main goal here, their main objective. But don't quote me on this because I don't remember where I heard or read this from. But I do remember reading this somewhere. That their main objective is to just spread Fate, like just to make people more exposed to Fate. And so far, it seems like it's working. There are quite a few people who picked up FGO and started branching out to other Fate works. Like either because maybe they knew a little bit about Fate beforehand, but never really made the jump until FGO came out. And when FGO did come out and they started playing it, they're like, huh, maybe I want to learn more about so-and-so character. So I gotta read, or I gotta watch this anime, or read this other whatever spin-off work to know about it. So, you know, FGO is just a good springboard to kind of leap into other Fate products or works, kind of like that. I'm pretty sure DW has said that. Like to the extent that they'll even operate the global server on a fucking profit loss, which says a lot. It says more about JPFGO making a fucking killing. Oh. Spread Fate like the evil fucking disease it is. Takeuchi is it confirmed Takeuchi is the fucking foreigner. Takeuchi and Nasu, they're both foreigners. Infecting this earth like a fucking moon cancer. Oh no, they should be like some sort of cancer. Should they be earth cancer? low-key roasting Takeuchi. Please FGO Arcade and NA. I have been told by my friends who are kind of interested in the arcade version. Like they know a lot about arcade machines actually, because they're super into arcade culture. They tell me that there's a chance that FGO Arcade could come to the States. It could. And if it does, likely it's going to come to Santa Monica, which is in Southern California, which is where I live. So I could be going with my friends over to, I guess, try out the arcade version. I'm not sure. could. We don't know, but I could. Maybe. Not sure. But the problem with bringing arcades over to America is that America just doesn't have an arcade culture anymore. Their arcade culture is either slowly dying off or already dead. At least in most parts of the country. Like, the only places that are actually keeping arcades are like the people who are diehard arcade fans. Or like people who are diehard or hardcore fans of the arcade culture. There's not too many arcades around here anymore. Like, especially the ones that I grew up with, most of them have already, you know, shut down or some shit. Or they've been turned into other things. Let's pop.
いいぞ。それもいいな。さっ。
甘く。さっ。
Don't even think about it. Japanese CEOs just think that internal market is enough. A lot of them do, yes. But I think I trust my friends more than I trust a rando in my YouTube chat. So I'll have a little bit of hope that FGO Arcade could come to the States. Obviously, you know, when we don't know. If it ever will, we don't know. And most importantly, well, I guess maybe not most importantly, but even if it does get here, like, how widespread is it gonna be? Probably not very. Like, maybe it'll be only featured in like a couple of locations, and that's it. Understandable, because America doesn't really have an arcade culture anymore. That combined with the whole, you know, why do we need to ship FGO Arcade around the world? But then again, you know, NAFGO exists. If the CEOs, you know, of whoever, the Lightworks, Type Moon, if they really thought that, you know, oh, we don't need to send FGO, we don't need to give the filthy fucking gaijin their own server, you know. If that's a mentality that you think that they have, why do we even have this server to begin with? Why do we have an English version of this game? Why give the filthy gaijin their own server when they can just come and play the JP one if they really want to? If you really want to play FGO, come play the JP version. It's better, right? What's your level before the Chloe event? Any class specifically for damage dealers? This event, I think the female servants, for obvious reasons, have a bonus. I'm not sure what. But I don't think you need to really worry about it too much. Just level up whichever farming servants you want to level up that you think are going to be useful. So you can go look at the Prism Ilia event tab on like Turnipedia or some shit. Look up what their free quests are and level up your servants accordingly. Because gaijins can't read moon runes. Well, too fucking bad. Too bad. Filthy fucking gaijin, get fucked. FGO doesn't seem to do a lot of collaborations. They do collaborations, but it's in-house. It's within the universe. And honestly, I think it might be on purpose. Because, think about it, if you were to have a collaboration with, say, just throwing out a random fucking IP out there, have a collaboration with fucking, like Metal Slug, or, what is it, Girls Frontline, or, Toho Project, then what happens is, naturally, with a collaboration like that, you're gonna want like you're gonna want to make servants out of the characters from those outside IPs, right? But a problem that I could see that you know, could happen is that if we do create servants out of characters from foreign IPs that want to do collab or that might have collaborations with Fate Grand Order, that means that somehow Nasu and all the other writers need to make them canon within the FGO universe or some shit. I know that not all things are canon within the FGO universe, and hell, FGO is probably not canon in itself, but I could see that being a potential issue. Like, they need to somehow come up with some sort of fucking bullshit theory that so-and-so character, who's now a servant in this game because of a collaboration, is now somehow part of this universe. I don't know. I'm sure that's not. I'm sure if they really try, that wouldn't really be a factor, because we have fucking Ereshkigal and Ishtar and Artemis as fucking servants, and they're not supposed to be. And now my YouTube chat is just fucking exploding with all sorts of arguments. Alright! Great talk, everybody. I think I'll just chill out and farm and listen. FGO Duels coming to brick-and-mortar gaming stores in a or just online? It has an online mode? What the fuck? That's not what I heard. That insta-kill effect, yeah. Shusho tends to proc. Do you have a main team or do you switch around when needed? I always switch around. I don't really have a main team. Because I farm so damn much, I can't use just one. Oh, he meant for sale online. Oh. I think it should be. Yeah. Pretty sure at Axe when they were when they held the FGO panel, they gave us like a sneak peek preview of like, you know, like the dual stuff on like a slideshow or some shit. Like they're supposed to go on sale like either this month or next month. So I would assume they're taking online orders. I'm not sure. Probably try googling it. Good music. Oh, it's old, but it's gold. I like the old school electronic music. Can't really say no to classics. What do you think of a Tsukihime collaboration? I've already theory crafted a servant lineup with a couple of the people on Farmville. So yeah, I'm all for it. Is it gonna happen? No. Another Shiki version? No, this is Tono Shiki, not who is it? Ryogi Shiki. I'm not farming for anything in particular. I'm just farming these new class dailies just because I can. Vamps don't really work in Fate. There are vampires, right? They're just not your typical vampires because Nasu loves being edgy and no, our vampires aren't actually vampires. They don't suck blood because they need to. It's some fucking bullshit like that. I need a Chris hit bond 10. She probably will be after Neurofest. Who's better, the female and male Shiki? If I'm getting this correct, which I might not be because I'm not a huge Tsukihime lore guy, but my friend is, and I think we talked about this multiple times before, but Shiki, male, Tono Shiki has a stronger version of the Mystic Eyes, but he can't control them, and eventually it'll kill him, I think. Which is why he turns into Satsujin later on. But Rogi Shiki it's I guess a quote-unquote weaker version, but she has full control over it, so it's not gonna kill her. Is I think the explanation that I heard. Yogi Shiki's eyes are stronger. Guess they do. Maybe I'll Scott has something. Prediction for a Prism Alley event after we have AP dailies done, probably. I don't think you need me to Type Moon lore is too much. No, it's not. It's fascinating. It's very interesting. At times, though, it's pretty fucking stupid. Some of it is convoluted as hell, but for the most part, I find it interesting. Also, all the memes that come out of it, too. I like my batch of memes. New mats in Berserker Daily. There are no new mats. It's the Berserker dailies haven't changed from what I've seen. It's literally nothing's changed. Like I know I can see two things that have changed. The fact that Vlad shows up as a Shadow Servant on the third wave with Lancelot, and the background. Those are literally the only two things. The mats, and most of the enemy mob types except for like Shadow Vlad or some shit. They're all the same. So Zerk Daily, not much of a difference. Name a priest that isn't evil. Yeah, you'd be hard pressed. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Just the old background with the arena. I mean, I don't know. I can barely hear the music.
いっちゃうはーいとってウサギみたいにザートリハロウィン LJ メト
Do I listen to any of the Toho music that gets released at Comic-Con? Yeah, of course. I don't listen to a lot of it, but I do listen to some. Oh, I forgot that, forgot that, Castle is already used her, so this might actually not kill Lancelot. Will she kill Lancelot first? I think she can. I know she can with the, barely didn't. Go bully your uncle, Casterliz. How do you feel on Porter Robinson? Who the fuck is he? Triple red Zerker gem, thank god. Because if I didn't have enough fucking red gems for the Zerker's game. How many do I fucking have? 2,000. Any recommendations? I haven't really listened to any yet, so I'm not the person to ask. Sorry. Gold gems to be harder to farm than anything. Gold gems or cookies, as I like to call them, and a lot of other people. They're rare even in JP. Like, not even JP has like a good place to really farm, like a free place or something. Like, it's literally in class dailies and events. Take your pick. So. Either way, you're fucked. So, if it's not that way, if it's no different in JP, or not much better in JP, should say a lot about it. Which phone do I have? My phone is out. Nice, actually good. That might be a triple crystal drop. Which would be nice. I'm going to take a nice break from whipping out apples until the next event. Yeah, a whole week of not farming. Nice little break, I think. MPs. Then Arizona Orangeade? Yes. I love my Arizona teas. Full of high fructose corn syrup and only $1 each. Love it. Thanks FGO for this great vacation. It won't be for me. Actually, after I'm done farming this event, or after I'm done farming this, I probably won't be bothered farming Berserker Daily at all. I'll probably come back for like what, Writer Daily, which is tomorrow. See what's different about that. Because I've already farmed enough of this daily to realize that there's not really much that's changed. Not a lot. And in fact, because I know that not a lot's changed, I might just end the stream pretty soon. Like maybe not 30 minutes. But we'll see. Maybe I'll go through like maybe 1 or 2 more EP bars worth, and we'll see where it gets me. RX Energy. I actually have never heard of it. Like usually, I stay away from energy drinks because they usually don't work on me. I've tried them. Some of them are good, but I haven't really felt any difference. Maybe my body. Like, I'm the kind of guy where I drink coffee and I don't feel any difference. Like, I can literally drink coffee right before I go to sleep and still fall asleep. I don't know if I can do that anymore, but I used to be able to. Wait, 1 week for Ilya. Probably gonna come out after half AP dailies is over. We'll see. Finally finished filling your MA checks. What do you think? You're faithful. Grailed MHXs are rather rare. Not a lot of people grail their MHXs. That's cool. Better than no break at all, yeah. Yep. Yep. I've tried the Monster Rehab, which is supposed to be like an energy tea. Yeah, it didn't really sit well with me either. I didn't really like the taste too much. Who uses crystals for skills? Quite a lot of people, but they're usually people who people don't really care about. But rather that we don't have a break. Are you that same guy who said that you didn't want fucking Aniplex to artificially slow down the game? Or was it someone else? I think it was someone else, right? I think there was that other guy named Shit. But nah, I like this week break because this means that it's a week where I don't have to fucking throw quartz at the gotcha after what happened with me with the summer ban. Kappa. So yeah, I need this week break. Who should you grail? Grail whoever you like the best. Doesn't really matter if it's a waifu or a husbando, just go for it if you like the best. Got a favorite servant who you always play with, or you find yourself always using, you know, or do you just really like one character because waifu or husbando, grail them. Stat unless you feel like you're balling in grails. Huh? What? Unless you're balling in grails? How does one be ballin' in grails exactly? At least explain. Grailing Kyo, good choice. As someone who plans on grailing Tomo, I approve of your grailing your Tomo. Always play with Greygasm. Gotcha, Gasm. It's the best way to farm for skill gems, class dailies, which is what I'm doing right now. If you need blue gems, farm the 10 APs. Or 20. If you need red gems, 30 or 40. If you need gold gems, 40 AP. Gold gems are the rarest though, so keep that in mind. You're not gonna get a ton of them. But this is the best way to farm gold gems outside of events. And if there is an event going on, check to see if the nodes, the request nodes, drop you gems. When you have too many grails, how does one have too many grails? Too many. Like, I have so many people that I would love to grail. If I could grail everybody and there was a way for me to farm grails, I fucking would. Like, no bullshit, I would farm for grails if you could do that. Like, there are so many people I would love to grail, but because we have a limited number, I have to be careful, or everybody's got to be careful with their grail targets. First you grail her, then you rail her. Gotcha base! Hands up! People grailing summer servants. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to get enough XP to level up Grail Lucy. Rip. When is Archer Day? Next Sunday/Monday. Gonna be waiting a full week for Archer Day. Akemi Homoda. Alright, Extra Mage Yurina, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. What did I grail first? Hercules. Actually, no. I grailed Herc first, and then I grailed Media Lily to 90, and I rounded out Hercules. Now I'm maxing out Media Lily. When's Ruler Day? Never. Every day is Ruler Day. We smart. Do there is servant need to leveling for Ilya event? You need to level up your English first, is what you need to do. But to answer your question, female servants. If you have any girl servants that you need to level up, you should probably do that, because I think female servants have drop bonuses in the Ilya event. I think, but it doesn't really matter too much. You can still use male servants. And still be fine. Remember, Waver is a magical girl. Ruler dailies come only to him when we have too many John faces. Impossible. There can never be too many John faces. Bull. Should you save ports for Ilya? Then we'll rule summer servants. Which ones do you like better? Apparently I'm an archer, shots fired. I've always said, well, not always, but I've mentioned before on stream when people ask me like if I could be a servant class in a Holy Grail, or what would I be? I have always said that I would either be an archer or a caster. I would probably suck as a caster, but maybe as an archer I wouldn't be so bad. I'd probably still suck dick anyway, either way. Is the event doable with the two female servants? I mean, you shouldn't base your farming teams for any event on just 2 servants to begin with. You should probably expand your base a little bit. Always have like a good base of farming servants to fall back on if you can't meet like the servant drop bonus for whatever event it is that's going on. IMO.
Yes, you're very quite tough, always having bad luck. You think you're going crazy, look up, there's a new life waiting. Your head's buried in the sand.
せっかくだ。羽目を外すか。見とれるのはいいが、無様に死ぬなよ。それもいいな。
You'd be a rash probably, memes never die. But a rash always does. Alright, Kona, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a good night. I want to go for MP2. We'll see how my luck holds up. But MP2 sounds good. depending on what happens, I may roll for MP1 Ilya first, and then once I get my paycheck at the end of the month, if the Ilya event's still running, I'll probably go for like MP2, maybe MP3 if I'm somehow lucky, which fresh off the summer, probably not. But we'll see. Target goal is MP2 Ilya. Realistically, probably Ilya. MP5 Ilya always, I wish. Yes, Ilya also has Is Ilya specifically good for anything? She is good for farming high HP assassin mobs because she has really good burst damage for a caster. She's even stronger than Shuinjang or Plot Monk if you prefer calling her that. The catch is that she can't sustain her damage though. She's like she's a one-hitter quitter. She can blow someone up with 1 MP, but you'll struggle to have her do that again. Whereas Shuinjang, it's easy, just fucking do it back to back to back to back. What do you get from the Ilya event exactly? What you get from it are Chloe. If you watch the anime, then you should know who Chloe is. Chloe is a welfare servant, so if you play the event and do everything it tells you to, you should get Chloe and everything that you need to get her to level 80, in other words, her essential materials, and 4 more copies of her, so you can get her to MP5 level 80, because she's a welfare, and you do that with welfares. You get her, and she is an extremely good single target archer. Like she and Ryder Kintoki are like top 2 best welfares in the game, even in JP. Now I'm not quite sure how Zalter shakes that meta up, but I'm pretty sure they're top 1 and top 2, or they're top 2 together. So yeah, that, and just keep in mind that Prism Ilya has never gotten a rerun, so if you miss this event, you literally cannot get Chloe ever again. Not even in JP. So if you miss it, get fucked. Other than that, the Ilya event also gives you a 90% feather drop node, which if you're new to the game, you won't know the significance of that. But for those of you guys who do know about the farming and grinding hell of this game, a 90% feather node is fucking godlike. So make sure to farm that a little bit. The event will have a lot of farming if you choose to do so. Wait, it's 90%? Something like that. It's ridiculously high at Lace Renark. Or Lars Renark. It's super fucking high. And it's only 30 AP. It's not the usual 40 AP, like most events. Because for the Ilya event, I've looked it up on Trampedia or whatever, and all the nodes, like all the highest AP requirement nodes, are only 30 AP, not 40. Bountiful Seas is a lie. Yep, more like empty seas. That's a running gag in a farm build. Maybe one day DW will stop ignoring Miyu or other Prism Ilya stuff. Maybe one day we'll get a rerun, and maybe Miyu and some other Prisma Ilya girls can be servants. We'll see. Hopefully. According to JP, it's like 90 fucking percent. Yeah, it's really high. In any case. All right, give me home right. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here real soon. I just want to chill out and talk with chat a little bit, because it seems like chat is giving me a lot of things to talk about, so may as well hang out and chill a little bit, because I've already grinded a hell of a lot over the past week, because I have all the materials that I need for I spent the last week grinding everything that I need for Chloe and Ilya. So just to show you guys, I guess, because I'm not really doing much else right now. Let's see. So I have yeah, I have exactly 108 homunculus babies. Those are all the homunculus babies you need to max out both Ilya and Chloe. Because Ilya needs 72 and Chloe needs 36. So there you go. So grinding my ass off for that. Where are my archer cookies? Yeah, archer cookies exactly 42 because Chloe's a 4-star and 4-star servants always need 42 of each gem. So Chloe needs 42 archer gems. So fucking bust my ass at the jungle node for all those. A little bit of archer cookies too. Or the archer demon too. Pitch's 10th and feather node. Pretty much, we're all gonna be camping out there. See you there. It'll be like the Hollywood. It'll be like a tailgate event. Just everybody just pitching tents. What is the current master level in JP? 150. Yeah, just like what our 18 damage says. It's 150. It's a nightmare to farm for Chloe and Ilya. Yeah, yeah. It took me the last week of non-stop degen farming to get everything. Cause let me look up Chloe's and who is it? Ilya's materials. Yeah, so Ilya needs seeds, and a lot of people are in dire need of seeds, so that's already a cancer material. She needs pages, which not a lot of people are complaining about pages at the moment. But you know, if you don't have a lot of them, they're a little bit tough to farm for. Feathers, everyone's gonna be bitching about. Scarabs are also not really too hot either, because they're like a recent material, and they're a high tier gold material too. So fuck that shit. Caster cookies, 45 more pages, fucking 72 seeds. Is that 72 seeds? No, it's not. It's 48 seeds, 72 fucking homunculus babies, and 30 roots. Yeah, that's cancer. Yeah, wow, cancer. Chloe, you don't need to worry about her essential materials because she's a welfare. But Chloe needs fucking 36 gears, 42 archer cookies, 36 homunculus babies, 36 bloodstone gears, and 24 hearts. Yeah, they're all cancer. They're all cancer. Oh god. Oh god. Ugh. Fucking cancer. You can imagine the day you need to farm caster cookies again? No. I literally don't need to. But I take damage. Realize that Neurofest has medals in its lottery, so if you need medals, just hold out. Hold out until next month when we get Neurofest, and just degen farm Neurofest, and just stack up on those lottery boxes, man. Stack them up. Stack it up. Do you need any of your servants to be max level to finish the event? Not really, no. Not really. You don't have to have max level servants every year. Just make them decently strong. I would suggest at least get into to that third ascensions so that they have access to the third skills, because a lot of servants' third skills are very useful. So, and just on principle, I would rather have a servant level to at least their third ascension form, so that they have everything at their disposal of that kit. Like stats are you can make up for with skills. Video for Lancer or Artoria? I'm not sure. I'm working on the ones for Tamalancer. In fact, I finished the video on Tamalancer today, just earlier before I got on stream, and I won't be releasing that just yet. I'll render it out tonight, and I'll go work on Squirtles first, because I'm you guys are gonna be the first one to know this. Not that it really matters, but I'm going to put out Tamalancers and Squirtles videos together on probably like a weekend or something, so look forward to that one, I guess. So Tamalance's video is already done. I just need to render it now, which I will do right after I get off stream. And Squirtles I will work on probably during Caster Daily because I really don't need to farm it. I'll probably farm it like a couple times, see what's different about it, and just stop. I don't need to. I feel like I love too many characters in Fate. Yeah, honestly, same here. I like a lot of characters in this game. So much so that if my waifu Tama was my waifu IRL, she would probably rip my head off. But that's okay. If I had to have my head ripped off by somebody, it'd be her. We'll be having a nerd version of Mirror Fest. Unfortunately, yes, probably. Because so far we've always gotten the rerun version of shit, so it's not gonna be any different. Alright, thanks, Erasmus. Like, I like all the sabers, yeah. Like, what do you mean I can't have both Musashi and Tamo as my waifus? What do you mean Tamo won't accept me having a harem? Tamo just wants to be a good mother, though. Oh, does she really? Insta-boner. Better have gills ready. Omega lol. Yeah, get that useless motherfucker ready. Do I have a girlfriend? What? Do you fucking think I have a girlfriend? Are you fucking kidding me? Polygamy at its finest. I wish. Never gonna happen. Tamo and Musashi as waifus. Are you Excel? Who's Excel? Gills Grail doesn't exist in NA yet. I've actually come across Grail Gills on just like random friend on the random support list. Like whenever I'm refreshing through the support list, I've found I've just found random Grail Gills on my support list. Like, I haven't seen them for a while nowadays, but back I think like late last year, I've seen them. There are some out there. Amazing. Omega lol, yeah. Omega lol. So many Rocket League songs you recognize. I think the Rocket League Monster Cat playlist is going on right now. Omega lol. You could farm with his girlfriend. Okay. Alright, I know that that's just a dead giveaway that most of you in chat are also without girlfriends. Good job, chat. Good job. Thanks for letting me know how much you don't know about having girlfriends. Good job, chat. Proud of you. You got a Saber version of Grail JPNNA. You actually like it. Nothing wrong with that. You can do some pretty hilarious Wamo combo setups with it, though. So. Like, it's literally hilarious. You could have with Saber Gills anyway. You could actually have an infinite 60-something% Buster buff, which I guess has to count for something, right? You guessed right. Feels bad. Oh, XL is a redditor who commits adultery with Musashi to Tama. Oh God. Are we partners in crime? Fucking partners in crime, man. Making time for real girls. Omega lol. I know, right? We just need our 2D waifus and that's it. Lol. Hyper lol. Hyper lol. Alright, Sakujitsu. Thanks for stopping by, man. And I'll probably get an off real soon too. Like maybe like 10 minutes. How much did it take for you to MP5 Tama? Which one, the caster or the lancer? What are those? Is it candy? Yeah, because you can eat them up. Got him. Got him. Fucking got him. Oh, whoops. Lancer, 3,800. Around that number. It's not exactly 3,800, but it's around it. How much? How are the other dailies gonna change? The other dailies are gonna change by putting in enemies up until the America chapter. So like Gazer enemies, Soul Eaters, like the robot machines that drop gears. They'll start showing up, and like Archer dailies, Assassin dailies, shit. Berserker dailies, nothing's really like showing up here because there aren't any new mobs that we've gotten that are like Berserker type and drop like new materials. So for the most part, Berserker daily is just same old, same old, same old. Song's like, this is my next MP5 target. Forgive me for this, but it's probably going to be Merlin. Not for the meta, but because of some other reason. That other reason is for right now, it's confidential. Well, I think I've said it once before on stream, so if you guys know, you guys know. So I guess it's not really a secret anymore, but you guys can keep that secret to yourselves. For those of you guys who do know. But there's a reason why I want MP5 Merlin. It's not for meta reasons, though. It's a nice side excuse. It's like 2,000 bucks USD. Total, my summer spending has been literally $2,200 or $2,300. Like straight dollars, not cent coins. Straight raw cash. Yeah, it was bad. I don't want that to happen again. Like, no thank you. Yeah, summer was fucking rough for me. Yeah, rip my ass. Rip my fucking asshole. It's the max 5 Merlins! No, it's not, Kappa. Just that first time on Lancer stream was fucking painful. Yeah, the first time I actually popped off at getting my first rate of 5-star. Yeah. Like, when is it that you ever see me fucking throw my headset off my head and go fucking belly flop on my bed behind me? Never. Literally never happens. It's the first time I actually popped off on shit. Watching your Thomas streams has made me sick. Actually sick. So much salt produced that even my viewers are getting sick. That's how salty those streams were. Yeah, and it was a last roll too. Literally said I won't be rolling anymore because I gotta farm. This song is called Truth and Malice by Intercom. You can go YouTube it. Should come up. It's gonna feed those Merlins a tongue. Well, yeah, no. I can't even do that. All my servants are max level, so I can't even feed them anything. How many servants do you need to level up? Like I said, none. All of them are max level, even all the free-to-plays. Like below this line, right? Oh shit! I didn't mean to tap that. Below this line with Spartacus right here, they're all just like random level 1 3 stars that I gotten for the gacha. I haven't burned yet, but everyone above this line is max level. That means everybody in the game. MP5 Merle, so you can throw, so I can throw him into second archive. No, that's not the case. Actual pimp extra costume for Bedivere Way. Ilya's more of an easy event? I'm not sure. I don't know the difficulty, but I know I'll be grinding a lot just for that feather man. We still get Angry Mango and that FP gotcha? Yep. Like he's there permanently now. So you can pull him whenever. Just good luck. Imagine losing this account. Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit careful when it comes to like my room stuff. Just so I can take extra care of it. It's a hypernatremia. FGO, Fate Grand Order Hypernatremia. It'll be a new medical condition, I swear. Within 2 years, hospitals across North America will find themselves admitting patients who are suffering from electrohypernatremia, which is probably not a real term at all, but hypernatremia is. Or are the ones you have grailed? The two ones at the top. Can't wait to see you in the local news. Local FGO whale dies of or is admitted to the hospital for hypernatremia. Who's my favorite male servant? Probably Vlad. Probably Vlad. Chill Uncle and Arts Team Berserker. If you could grill 2 more servants, who would they be and why? That's easy. Tama Lancer and Tama Caster, because they're my waifus. That's easy. Yeah, after Media Lily will be the Tamas. 2 of them. News report, local streamer uncovers undiscovered salt mine. Fake news, because this salt mine has already been discovered. We're just late to the party. Asian man spends $2,000 in game. Still not as much as that one guy who got featured on Wall Street Journal, dropping 70K. Favorite female servant, obviously Tama Caster. And then Tama Lancer, probably on the same level. Forced to burn one. Lose Tama Lancer, Tama Caster. Tama Lancer. Not only did she fucking wreck me during Summer Banner, but I would rather keep Tama Caster for arts means. So if I had to burn one, Tama Lancer's for the go. Feelings towards Tama Cat, she's fine. Great farmer, but I like Tama Caster. The hell am I listening to? Oh, it's they're just staring at your accomplishments. Sometimes this is legit what I do. Sometimes I just take a moment and just stare at my servant screen. Like, I just look at all this. I just fucking look at it. Because sometimes, because of how hard I grind, sometimes I lose track. I just lose mental track of all the progress that I've actually made. So sometimes doing this, it's not so bad. Just to kind of let it sink in just how much time and effort I put into this game. It's kind of like a mental checkpoint for me. Just like, so is everything that you've done so far for this account, for this game, like worth it to you? Usually I say yes. Best SSR spook, MP5 Tama Caster during MP5 Tama Lancer. Or MP5 Tama Caster during Tama Lancer's rolls. Because that means I don't have to roll on, potentially waste another 1,000 quartz on Halloween. Beyond Max and Tesla not. I like to just use the all-class foes that you get from like the Rare Mana Prism shop or the event on 5 stars. And I just use strength point foes to fill up on like 4 stars. That's why Fion is maxed and not Tesla. Tesla could be maxed at something. I think Ishtar's a roll. Anybody's worth a roll. What's going on with Tristan's battery? It sucks. Well, it's still good. Just fucking empty seal containers. Put Leonard Broken Black Rail on Tama Lancer if you need to nuke someone in this. Hello, Gambit. I'm actually going to end the stream pretty soon. I'm just chilling here with chat or on my YouTube side of things because I'm more active before wrapping it up. How much does all this cost? With summer, I've probably broken 9K, probably 8 or 9K easy, which is nowhere near as much as some other people, mind you, for this exact same stuff. It's probably like 8 or 9K. Limit broken Black Rail with 200% or what is that? 300% overcharge. Rip, fucking rip Gil. I like how the Artoris are just near each other. Yeah, these just happen to be like that. These turned out like that. When is the next stream? I don't know. This is just like a random stream that I decided to do because of the new class dailies. So I don't know when I'll be back. If we get a Knights of the Round banner, which we will, by the way, we will get one. Is it worth getting out the wallet? And if you like the servant you see, yeah, of course. Salt is bad for the eye. He's changed my mind. How old am I? I'm old. I'm old and dead on the inside. Any max bond servants? Well. I don't know if I should be glad that you asked. But yeah, I've got a couple. I just started it yesterday. Oh god. You got a long way ahead of you, buddy. But, you know, it'll be fun. Just expect to do a lot of grinding. Lalter, Salter, and Lartoria are limited time. Technically, they're not limited, but they're story log, which is basically as bad as no story as being limited. Because hell, God help you if you want to try pulling the fucking story. But yeah, But point taken. You'll want to roll for them during a raid up banner because they're story locked in. If you outside of raid ups, you ain't rolling story gotcha for them, so might as well. So I'm gonna say them. Yeah. that's what I'm doing right now. Looks like Prometheus by Rameses B. Do you bring like 2 limit broken lunchtime and a bunch of bond point Cs? Yeah, let me just bring this limit broken lunchtime that I don't even have, because NAFGO hasn't released it yet. Yeah, let me just bring that real quick. Yeah, let me just pull out fucking limit broken Chaldea lunchtime out of my ass. Let me just reach over to my non-existent JP account, take that good old limit broken lunchtime, stack it on my my support and my party backline real quick. Constellation, yeah. Orion is the Bond seed. Caster Gil's any good? No, he's actually trash. Like literally, he's trash. Like he's not good. He's very situational. Not even. Like you can do some hilarious gimmicky shit with him. Like his fear. That's fun. That's fun to use. But even then, if you want a gimmicky fun shit, you're better off using like fucking Fister for that shit, because he has I think a 3-turn or like a 3-time debuff or buff denial. So that's hilarious to use. Something like that. Whose Bonsi is the golden apple? The only good thing about Cassigo is that we got Jolter out of him. True. True. How many rare prisms do I have? Like 170 something. As a noob, how do you farm XP faster? Farm 40 AP. Because 40 APs give you the most amount of gold embers, and gold embers give you the most amount of XP out of any XP card. Out of any XP card type. However, pay attention to who you're leveling up. Like say for example, if you're leveling up a caster servant, you'll want to farm the Ember dailies when it's on Archer and Caster, because Caster, if you match the class of the Ember to the class of the servant, they get 20% extra bonus XP. So it adds up over time, and you end up, if when you want to max, like say for example you're trying to max like Waver for example, from like level 1 to level 90, if you give him all caster XP cards, then it will take about like 100 less XP cards or something to get him to full, because it's a 20% bonus with each card, and that, like I said, that really adds up. And you could use those Archer Embers to like level up another Archer servant that you might have. It's more efficient that way. I mean, max level regular Cs do you have? Like, 5 or 6. I don't have as much as I would like. Yeah, not to mention your random super sucks. Yeah, but it's best not to really rely on them. Like, maybe you'll get lucky and get a super suck or a great suck here or there, but not something you should rely on. Alrighty, boys. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Let me see if X-Lice is still streaming. I think he should be. He ended his stream rather early yesterday. So I'm gonna go raid X-Lice. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Go raid this guy. He's farming. He's playing JPFGO right now. The summer event there. Because he's playing JP right now that NA summer is over. So yeah, go hit him up, give him a shout out. I guess I'm giving him a shout out. Go tell him what's up. Tell him that I've told you guys to head over. So yeah. Anyways, did my raid go through? Okay, yeah, I did. All right. Thanks guys for stopping by, and hope to catch you guys in another stream. So good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you guys are, and I'll see you guys next time.